Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So, is it possible for you to be lazy and successful? Yes. But let me put this out there. If you think I am here to encourage laziness as is obtainable in the dictionary, the way it's defined in the dictionary, then this content is not for you. The dictionary defines laziness as unwillingness to make effort or do anything. So if you're unwilling to do anything or make effort, and you want to see whether I have discovered how you can be in that state and be successful or achieve your goals, this content is not for you. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about laziness in the context of the Nigerian spirit. Yes. The idea I'm about to share with you is a thought pattern that is unpopular with the conventional and typical Nigerian spirit. As it stands today in Nigeria, as the economy stands today, a lazy person is someone who has so many financial obligations and your only source of income is one. Typically, as it stands in Nigeria today, you're hardworking if you have multiple sources of income. So if you just have one and there's so much financial obligations to meet up with, you may just be considered as not being hardworking enough, which is close to you being lazy, but not in the dictionary or conventional meaning of laziness. So the laziness I speak about is contextual. So, but can you be lazy really in the context of the Nigerian spirit of laziness and still be successful? My response to that is yes. You see, not every one of us have the anointing, to do so many things. The truth is that it's in place really to have multiple sources of income. That's how you grow wealth, or that's one of the ways you can grow wealth, multiple sources of income. Yes. But not everybody would be in a place to or successfully have multiple sources of income. So where you're not able to have multiple sources of income, what happens to you? And I'm saying that even if within the context and definition of the Nigerian spirit, you may be classified or considered somewhat as lazy, you can still be successful. And this is with exemption to those who do one job or who have one source of income that outweighs some people's 10 sources of income. There are those kind of jobs in Nigeria and elsewhere. I don't speak of those. I speak of those that, okay, your source of income is just one. There are so many financial obligations. How can you find your way around it? Now, this is it. You can still be successful. There are 3 things I believe you should do. And if you do them, I am sure beyond the shadows of doubt that you would be successful. You'd achieve your goals. First off, niche. Carve a niche. Figure out one thing you want to do. That's very unpopular pattern of thought as far as the Nigerian economy is concerned, though. But figure out one thing you would want to do. And this is even applicable to even those who live elsewhere outside of Nigeria. Figure out just one thing that you want to concentrate on. After you've figured out one thing you want to do, the next thing is become good at it. Become very good at it. You know that people would invest in you if you have a value to offer. So whatever you figure out to do, be good at it. Work so hard at it that you become good at it. The third thing is that you should become so good at it that it will be difficult to replace you. But you can be so good that it will be difficult, not that it will be impossible to replace you. And so I'm saying that become so good, that's the third thing, become so good at it that it is difficult to replace you. Now you may want to ask that there are people that are pretty good at what they do, but the income is not coming in. Take for instance teaching. There's that notion that if you decide to be a teacher, then that means that you've decided that in this life you and wealth would not coexist. There's that notion. But do you know that there are actually some teachers, secondary school teachers, that earn as much as 250,000 naira? But you'd agree with me that there are people who do other jobs that the society hails, like, hey, doctor, lawyer, that don't earn up to 250,000 naira in a month. So you may still say, but this thing it will not go around. But that's the point I'm making, that become so good that it is difficult to replace you. Then you find your way up the ladder. You find your way to such places. You may say, okay, the opportunities are limited. This is where time and chance comes to play. The truth is, no matter what you do, and by no matter what you do, I mean no matter what you do in terms of your legitimate hustle, that hustle is capable of making you wealthy. Maybe time and chance can also play its own role, but that line of job is capable of making you wealthy. That thing of saying, well, maybe it's like until you start having multiple sources of income, which is perfect. It's in consonance with the Nigerian spirit. But I'm just saying that not everybody has the anointing. There are people that get pretty overwhelmed when they have to do this, do that, do that, do that. There are people that don't have the anointing to, like I said, to do several things at the same time. But you can still be successful, even if within the Nigerian context of laziness, you may be considered as lazy. Find one thing that you are willing to do. Become good at it. That's the second thing. Number 3, become so good at it that it's difficult to replace you. And voila, you're on your way to, achieving your goals, probably financially, in terms of meeting up with your financial obligations. And then, feeling fulfilled. There's this sense of fulfillment that comes with, you being able to achieve your goals, you being able to meet up with your financial obligations. So that's my point. But feel free to, of course, disagree with me. So, like I said, the laziness is in the context of the Nigerian spirit of what laziness is. And I'm saying that you can still be lazy in that context and still make your mark. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Money more like champagne, me on my